From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Doug Fister, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
You know, I'm really excited to have the chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. The baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate. But I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Coco Crisp will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBI.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Travis Shaw will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
First offering on its way. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Red Sox open it up even further, it's now 4-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Dustin Pedroia will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start. I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately. 15 straight games now, and people are really starting to take notice of that streak.
Here's Chris Young, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is Clay Buchholz, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, something to watch for. He's thrown extremely well this year on the road, so I expect a good ball game out of him.
Runs up and gets this one down. Oh, and Hannigan foils the attempt that time as the throw gets him at first. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Buchholz has his target. Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Sure, guys. Some of the things that Xander Bogaerts does at shortstop, absolutely incredible. He's got a ton of speed, allows him to cover ground, arm as good as anybody at the position, and his instincts allow him to get better and better as he gets more experience.
Hot shot to third. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Ryan Hannigan will get his first shot now, coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke. Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center, so the first 2 have reached here to start the second. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
David Ortiz strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Gomez. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-0.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
In now, Travis Shaw. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball.
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Evan Gattis will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up, that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And with 1 gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East. Oh, and Rasmus swings and lifts a high fly ball to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Buchholz into the windup. 0-2 pitch on its way. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
In there, strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Keller's a guy that will mostly call a great game. Although sometimes he gets some odd looks from pitchers, especially when they feel like they've spotted a great pitch.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Shaw is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of the dugout, and that ends the inning. A good inning of work there from Clay Buchholz. A beautiful day here in the Space City as we're all set for the start of the 3rd inning on the show. Dustin Pedroia is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And his arrival on the mound will signal the end for Doug Fister. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Scott Feldman is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30.
Chris Young digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Feldman steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Rocket to third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Ryan Hannigan.
At the plate, Ryan Hannigan. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. To short, hit hard. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox strike for a run thanks to the Dustin Pedroia blast. We played 2.5. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Astros nothing. Preston Tucker will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Batting 8.
Luis Valbuena will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole, and that's through for a hit. So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready on 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Drilled right back up the middle. To second for one. On to Ortiz, and it's a double play. Inning over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come from Houston after this. Xander Bogaerts is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Oh, a perfect start to the inning here. We've already set it up with the top of the lineup leading off, so you're thinking, we'll take a walk, maybe a ground ball single, but he gives them a lot more than that. He drills this ball for a leadoff double.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The first baseman, number 34,
David Ortiz steps in after hitting an RBI single this last time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Ripped down the first base line. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
the right fielder, number 5.
Coco Crisp steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A 2-run home run from Coco Crisp, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give this guy anything to hit next time around. He's as locked in as you can get.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in now, Travis Shaw. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gomez looking up. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the fifth hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Pablo Sandoval will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And Gomez will get this one in off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Chris Young digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And a big swing as Young sends a drive out to deep left field. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Feldman pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Ripped down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. In to score is the runner from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Ryan Hennigan will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Hard liner toward short. And a backhanded try into the hole at short, but this gets on by.
Another example here. This is right over the middle of the plate. It's elevated a bit. Just a complete miss in location, and they jump on him again.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. And to score, the runner from second.
Apparently, they're not done yet. This is now a 7-run inning, and they've gotten contributions from almost everybody up and down that lineup.
Jackie Bradley Jr. strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he's safe.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Stepping in, David Ortiz. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through for a base hit. Around third, here's Bradley in full flight. And the run is in to score from second. And the throw in gets away from him.
And they have definitely blown the lid off of this inning now. That's 10 runs that have come in to score. They put this one well out of reach.
Coco Crisp stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I'm just surprised that no one in his dugout has seen enough. I mean, this guy is done out there. D-U-N. I don't know what they're waiting for.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
It's sharply toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the run is in to score from third.
And that's 19 runs they've put up so far, and the way they're swinging the bats, there's no end in sight.
Pablo Sandoval steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. George Springer will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Carlos Correa comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Chop foul over towards the dugout. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Chop toward the second baseman. Pedroia fields it cleanly. On to first, and a good start to the inning for Buchholz. 2 away now.
Catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
In there, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and they remain well behind. Chris Young heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Boy, and here's a drive deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Chris Young as they just continue to pour it on here.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Now batting.
Into the box, Ryan Hennigan.
Ryan Hennigan.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, but that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for 2 on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Line toward right center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Gomez. But he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again.
Around third and being waved on home.
And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. And the run will score all the way from first.
Oh, that's just a great at-bat right there with 2 men on base. This one finds some real estate out there, and he was not going to be denied. As he makes it all the way up to third base here with a 2-run triple.
Into the box now, David Ortiz, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the run is in to score from third. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, Altuve. One there. On to first. A double play.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
In now, Travis Shaw, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Now batting number 15.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dustin Pedroia. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Scorched to third. Valbuena's got it. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is... Colby Rasmus is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Buchholz gets the sign. Here it is on 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. And Ortiz will just lumber over to the bag and take it himself for the out.
Now batting.
Carlos Gomez is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
You know, he's been struggling a little bit lately, so hopefully he learned some things from that last at-bat so he can start to turn things around here with a base hit.
And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Hard hit at third. Throw over to Ortiz gets him 2 down.
Now batting, the designated
Now to the
hitter,
plate, Preston Tucker. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound as he's... Pablo Sandoval makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hot shot towards the hole, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
On the ground to short. This could be two. Altuve for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, it only took him one pitch to get himself in trouble, and one pitch later, he's already out of trouble by getting that double play.
Ryan Hennigan will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play. Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. More baseball from Minute Maid Park right after this. Luis Valbuena will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. That's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirmed it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Buchholz is ready. Here's the first pitch. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second
Jose Altuve will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Tony Sipp will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit hard to short. Correa scoops it up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle.
And he knows it too, guys. Let's see if he can send a jolt through one right here.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Yeah, he gets a fastball here, and he rips it towards the hole. You see the good effort over there at first, but that got on him much too quickly for him to be able to knock it down.
Out in front of it, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard toward the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, this is just turning into a game for the ages now. This is his 6th hit of the game. My partner, Steve, he had months where he didn't get 6 hits.
Coco Crisp will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is, his 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in now, Travis Shaw as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Dustin Pedroia will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here's a swing now by Pedroia as he sends this one in the air to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
Batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pablo Sandoval. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
The batter,
Chris Young stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a big swing as Young sends a drive out to deep left field. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Here's the 0-2. Hot shot down the line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. shot to third. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. George Springer will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
In there, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And another foul ball. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gloved by Bogaerts. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The shortstop,
Carlos Correa will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
the batter,
Evan Gattis will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Will Harris will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ryan Hennigan will lead things off here for Boston. Xander Bogaerts due to hit next.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Xander Bogaerts. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit high and deep out to left field. Rasmus is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Oh, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Number 23 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
If you're going to finish off a cycle, you may as well do it with the long ball.
You had to figure he'd be swinging for the fences when he got up there, and sure enough, he puts a charge into this one to put his name in the record books.
Now batting, first baseman, David Ortiz.
Into the box, David Ortiz. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for David Ortiz. Number 23 for him thus far as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, one pitch later, you're watching another guy take a trot around the bases. That just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
Coco Crisp will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
Making his way to the plate, Travis Shaw. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And, you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Crisp around third, heading home. And the run will score all the way from first.
All right, guys, you ready for this? That is now a 30 spot they've thrown up in the ballgame. I think I'm going to need a few more pages for my scorebook. I can't fit any more runs on this page.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Designated hitter,
Pablo Sandoval stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit. Hard liner to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Ken Giles will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
now batting, catcher, Ryan Hannigan.
Standing in now, Ryan Hannigan. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot there for Ryan Hannigan. Number 10 for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Drilled on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Number 25, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in, and I don't know how you top this performance as he already has hit for the cycle.
Wow, I mean, I hope he's got that DVR programmed at home. He's going to want to relive this one for a long time, over and over and over again.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Into the box now, David Ortiz. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. David Ortiz, a 2-run home run. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
The right fielder, number 5, Coco.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. Line drive to center field. Gomez is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. Colby Rasmus will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Number 19.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Koji Uehara will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. And he lays off for ball 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Uehara's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Carlos Gomez will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Preston Tucker will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the battle.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Two and 0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Pat Neshek will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Travis Shaw gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th on the ground to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the 1st out.
Now batting number 15, second baseman
Dustin Pedroia is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Back goes Rasmus, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
Now batting,
Pablo Sandoval will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The left fielder, number 30.
Chris Young stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 3-run home run for Chris Young. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, we've definitely seen a lot of offense in this game, but the bulk of it's come right here from this guy. I mean, man, I don't even know where to tell you to pitch this guy. He's hitting everything in sight.
Ryan Hennigan will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
First pitch of the at-bat. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Jackie Bradley Jr. comes forward once more. He smacked a homer back in the 8th in this one. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, I'll tell you, the side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
Stepping in now, David Ortiz shoots this one to first. But this is speared by the first baseman, and he is in there.
The right fielder, number 5.
Coco Crisp comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
Line toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. The run scores from second, and he is in there. Coco Crisp has just hit for the cycle. That's a great thrill for him and everyone here in attendance.
Thrilling indeed, Matt. Now, I've witnessed a few others besides this one, and it's exciting for everyone, even broadcasters. It's a very rare thing in our sport, and it always seems to happen out of nowhere. So it's pretty cool for everyone here watching to see a little piece of baseball history.
In now, Travis Shaw as he lines this one out to center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Now batting, designated
Pablo
hitter,
Sandoval
Pablo
steps in. He
Sandoval.
scored after reaching on a single his last time up. First pitch on its way. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Gomez. And the inning is over. Luis Valbuena will lead things off here in the ninth in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home nine, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
First baseman, number 9.
Uehara looks in. Here it comes.
Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
1-2. One out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. Jose Altuve will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Well, you've got a big lead out there, so this probably won't be a huge error in the long run. But you've got to be able to finish this game out strong. I mean, here he probably just lets his focus wander for a second, and next thing you know, he's throwing the ball away.
Backhanded. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Oh, and leaping ability, not a strength of Big Papi. It's over his head. The runner from second crosses the plate. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Carlos Correa will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Left field and deep. Back goes Young. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Evan Gattis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
You know, you keep wondering if this is going to be the day that it ends, and it just never seems to happen. This is really becoming an incredible streak.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not a big surprise.